Hey everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath back with another weekly energy video for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Now, this week I would like to talk about the new moon that we have in the sign of Aquarius. This is happening this Friday, the 24th. Now, I am very excited about this energy. Aquarius is my moon sign and again is a very comfortable energy for me to be in, and I really enjoy this energy. When we are looking at the energy of Aquarius, we are looking at the energy of striking out and doing different, being authentically connected to yourself no matter what the norm is or the status quo, testing boundaries and really being open-minded and free thinking and testing limits, testing others' limits on, how we see things and how we view things. And it is an energy that will kind of come in and shake things up. And really, it can kind of leave things a little kind of shaken up and a little crazy. But this is because it is making time, it is making room for the new, it is making room for different. So, are you open to a new room and different things coming in that may not be what you are used to? This is what this energy is seeking for us to kind of break that up and bring in this new, fresh energy, bring in these new ideas and really get things rolling and kind of get some development rolling. Aquarius is ruled by the planet of Uranus, which is ruling development, unexpected development, things that you didn't kind of expect to kind of come in. And it also is, again, shaking things up because you also don't really know what to expect when you are looking at the energy of Uranus. But anyways, we're kind of looking at this energy of striking out and doing different. I do want you guys to pay attention on how lost you can kind of get within work or what you are focusing or channeling your energy into, because a lot of times within Aquarius energy we can detach ourselves and kind of turn off those emotions, or not really being paying attention because we are so heavily focused on what it is that we are doing. So I do want you to be mindful of that. Now, when we are getting into the energy of this new moon, what I'm really feeling is the energy of really evaluating some of the things that are kind of coming up to the surface, some of the things that may have been bothering you, and looking at it, not to try to fix it, but to understand it and to nurture it, to begin to almost put this salve on it and to kind of not force anything, but kind of put a salve over some of the things that have kind of been that are still tender to you, that are still new, that you're still kind of discovering, and put a salve over that and just kind of give those pieces of you like this love and nurturing, and kind of just like understanding that they're there, even if you're not understanding the entirety of what it is that it is trying to tell you. Just giving this loving and nurturing energy to some of the things that are still tender, wounded, or bleeding, with whatever that means for you within your life and what you have going on within your subconscious. Now, when I get into the cards, the first spot we have is how can I detach from any lingering issues or energies from the past? And we get the Three of Cups as well as the Ten of Fire. And this is really saying that there needs to be celebration and credit given to the obstacles that you have overcame, and the things that you have accomplished, or just getting yourself out of the situation that you might have been situation. Maybe you felt like you were literally walking through hell. Okay. And giving celebration to that, to the fact that you have made it out on the other side in one piece. Even if you are a little bruised up and banged up, or things might have changed you, or whatever the case may be, that you are literally in a different space. You're not in that same space anymore. You have conquered those obstacles. You've kind of got over the trenches that were like in front of you, and you kind of got through that. So there needs to be some credit given to yourself for your strength and your endurance that you have had, kind of going over all of these obstacles that you have already completed, and positioning yourself into a different place than what you may have been previously in. Now, how can I be more of a spiritual rebel? And we have the Five of Wands as well as Oshala. And this, what I'm really feeling with this is making the conscious effort and decision to realizing that what you have to do, whether it is connecting spiritually and there's some blocks there, or just on your path and healing, or just on your path of becoming a better person, is that the obstacles that you are coming up against, or the difficulties that you are coming up against, or when your triggers are coming up and you want to react instead of responding, that we are already making the initial decision to come at things in a place of good intention, and that we are having that intention to literally break up and destroy all of the blocks that are placed in front of us. And all that this means is that you are not going to give up easy. You're not going to stay complacent. You're not going to sit there and be like, oh my goodness, I don't understand how I can get past this point. I'm stuck here, blah, blah, blah. You're literally giving the intention that no matter what you have to do, that you are going to get through it and make it onto a new phase, into a new chapter, whether that's a new chapter of healing, a new chapter of being a better person, a new chapter of whatever that obstacle is for you, whatever these obstacles are for you, that you have the intention, and that's what you go in and do, and that you just work, you confront things as they come along, and that you are moving forward, and you're not going to let anything make you stay in complacency, or kind of make you feel stuck in the mud, that you're literally moving forward and clearing things out of your way as you do move forward. Okay. Now, how can I be more impactful with my vision? And we have the Magician card, as well as the Six of Earth. And what I'm seeing within this, as especially with the Magician card, is that everything that we have put into projects and that we have started, even a job that we're at, has literally started as an idea. Now, whether you take action on that idea or not is up to you. And within becoming more impactful with your vision, this means that you are open to these ideas on how you could be impactful. Is it a new marketing technique? Is it going out and helping your community? What is it for you? In what way are you trying to be impactful and trying to change things? And then, so we have these ideas coming through. We are going through and we're factoring, okay, where can I kind of put my energy into this to kind of make this work? And then when we're looking at the Six of Earth, we're going out and we're doing this in a practical way. So we're kind of letting these ideas filter through, and then we're looking at things. Okay, so these ideas are coming in. Am I going to market myself more so people hear me on a wider range? Am I going to invest a little bit of money into this so I get a bigger return and help more people? If you are in the service, like in the business of like serving others, or are you going out and trying to help your community? Maybe it's not something that you're doing for business, and that it's just something that you're trying to do without in the community. However, you're trying to be more impactful with what you are doing. You're looking at this, and then you're kind of going about this on a practical level. So, of course, you're kind of starting small, and you're giving what it is that you have to give within that energy, within the energy that you have for that. So you kind of have to look, again, when I was talking about energy and seeing how it would work, is that how do you have the time to factor in a practical way that you could actually put forth an effort to make an impact or to make a change? Again, is it your business? Is it how you want to affect the community? What is it for you? And take small steps to start making change and start making different things for the better. okay, in a practical way. And by practical way, I mean you're not over promising, you're not pushing yourself too much to the point where you're getting burnt out and then you're just not doing it anymore, and you're making sure that you have already placed a time block or whatever that you need to do to be doing research for this or acting on this or whatever it is, that you are being, practical with your time and your energy, and then you're actually going out and giving what it is that you have to give to make these contributions to have, more of an impact. Now, where in my life can I have more fun? And we have the 10 of Swords as well as the Devil, which is telling me that you are more so kind of just feeling as though you may have a lot of things going on, or that you're just kind of, you're low energy, and that you're just feeling kind of worn down and, again, low energy, and don't really have a lot of motivation kind of after you're done doing everything that you're doing. And within this combination of the 10 of Swords and the Devil, we can really see this as, you are feeling, low energy, and you're not really taking time for yourself the way that you need to. And the Devil is saying that it is okay. And it's so funny the way that this is kind of coming out, but, or so cliche, but it's saying that it's okay to kind of take the edge off a little bit. So, and within this, we're not talking about, like drugs and alcohol here, which is something that the Devil would be ruling. We're talking about, kind of taking the edge off and giving yourself something that it is that you like, or like a reward. So we're looking at indulgence here, but not in an unhealthy way. We're saying that like you haven't been taking time for yourself because at the end of the day, you're too tired, you're too worn out. So is it having, a glass of wine to kind of relax, and saying that you're not going to finish the dishes that are in the sink until the morning because you're too spent on everything that you've done? Is it having that, piece of cake after dinner, even though you are on a specific diet, but you have been very good throughout the week and haven't had any mix-ups? Okay, what is it for you that it's something that you're allowing yourself to have that you don't normally allow yourself to have? Or maybe it's just treating yourself in a way that it is okay to kind of indulge and do these types of things. You don't have to keep pushing and like draining your energy to the point, because you're never rejuvenating yourself to the point where you're just going to kind of like literally crash. Okay. Now, what can I do to support my vision and goals? We have the 5 of Pentacles, the 4 of Earth, and the Chariot. So what I'm seeing within this is that I'm really feeling like move through the transitions, even if they feel scary. So if you're working on new developments, don't let the fear kind of come in and take you from that. Because when we're looking at the 5 of Pentacles, I'm feeling like almost like this whirlwind, or just being kind of pushed back and forth into the side, where they're trying to move forward and things are kind of just scary. Like it may feel like there's a storm going on within that. And this is causing you it's almost like this energy of, if I go out for more, what if I lose what I already have, or if I don't have, enough room, or almost the energy, it could even possibly be feeling like you're selfish, like you have enough. And like that's kind of playing a factor here. But what we need to do is kind of move through this graciously, even if it's slowly. And that's why we have the Chariot card here, because they are literally, in this vehicle to literally go forward, and they're being somewhat protected by what is going around them, because they're actually in a vehicle that can shuttle them. Now, what this means is that you can also go at your own pace. So if it is something to where you're like, oh my God, well, what if I lose this? Or what if I don't have, enough time to bring this in, and, you're kind of afraid to change things around, and the change within everything is kind of shaking things up, because you are kind of trying to elevate and reach these goals, and, make your vision come into fruition and all of this. So the change within your current situation well, what I'm trying to say is there's going to be cause for breakdown and things to shift and change within your current situation. But there's this energy of hoarding because you're afraid to lose what it is that you already have. But we kind of have to just move and see where this is going to take us, with the intention that things are growing and that they are going to be, you know, better and flourish, and that we're going to have a lot of growth and development, and not be afraid of that growth and development, if that is making sense. Now, I also have pulled a supporting message. Now, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Sun card, the Four of Cups, and the Magician. Now, within this, I'm feeling as though, especially within the Two of Cups and the Page of Swords, I'm seeing that there's going to be kind of the need to balance what is coming in, because like I said before, we are in an air sign, so there may be a lot of ideas, a lot of messages, and that's what the Page of Swords is indicating here, is that there may be a lot that's coming in, so you kind of have to balance like what it is that you already have had to do and what ideas are coming in, because they may intrigue you, they may kind of grab up your attention. So we are looking and seeking to remain in a place of clarity, or to gain clarity on what it is that we need to be doing, the importance of it, and again, how do we still bring in new things. So we're balancing this, right? So we are kind of altering things in a way that will be able to like not reflect balance, but you will be able to see the, you know, kind of things balancing out. So we're still okay, this is what I have to do, and then these ideas are coming in. Okay, then we're looking at these ideas before we're acting on these 6 different ideas that came in this week. We're seeing what actually makes sense, what we're actually interested in, how much time we would have to act on that thing, and then we're kind of looking at things. We're not taking everything and acting on everything, because then that's just going to leave us with all of these cups that are kind of all of these failed ideas, all of these failed opportunities, and that you're kind of just sitting here looking at the mix like, what went wrong, because everything overspilled, because you were putting too much energy into too many different baskets, and you fell over and you knocked over everything that you put in every cup. So we're taking the time. Again, we see the Magician card again, and this is again the energy that is coming through that first initial idea, the first initial thought. So we're going through, and then again, we're looking at the resources. What is it that we have around us to be able to start what it is that we want to start or bring in? Okay, after we have already realized that we can't start every single idea that comes in. So what is the most, I don't want to say practical, but what is the one that is standing out to you the most? What makes sense now, or what is your heart being pulled to the most? And then you are taking action on that, not taking action on everything all at once, if that is making sense, and that you're still taking the initiative to do and finish what it is that you are set out to do and finish prior to this, and or what those responsibilities are looking like, and that you're again bringing in small amounts this other thing that is kind of coming to you, but you're making sure that you're not spending your energy in all of these different areas, because within air signs we can kind of get distracted. Like it's almost like, oh, I like this, and oh, I like that, and oh, I like this, and or oh, I'm going to put this over here, and you know, try not to forget about it, but you have things scattered all over the house. So it's kind of making sure that you're almost like in an organized fashion, and you're not just doing things just because they sound good in the moment. So I hope this video has helped everyone, and that everybody gains the clarity that they need. If you feel like you need a session specifically for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me, and I would love to work with you. If you feel that you need a new moon reading specifically for yourself, you do have up until the day of the 24th, which is Friday, to get a new moon reading specifically for you and see how this will specifically affect you. Now, everybody, please have a great day.